What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another live edition of the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. It is Tuesday, October the 1st, 2024. Yes, September has come and gone. We're finally in October. 30 more days until Halloween, until you all dress up and all that stuff. There's some of you sickos out there in October who do your Christmas shopping. Let's just keep it a buck. Some of y'all do your Christmas shopping in October, but it is what it is. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up and share it throughout your entire social media platform, wherever it is that you guys share your wrestling content with your friends and all that fun stuff. As always, I am that dude. I am that guy. I am the vibe, I guess. Right? I'm Steve. And I am not alone. I am not alone here. I'm here joined by the good brother here. He is very Detroit up right now. You would have thought he was actually at Ford Field yesterday. I'm not sure if he was or not, but he's very happy. A very happy lion. A very, very happy lion. I think even a happy tiger as well. The one, the only, the part-time Big Mike. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
See you're
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
repping the jersey, repping the Lion swag, huh?
Yeah. I thought it was appropriate for Victory Tuesday and double two-time Victory Tuesday. You got the win of the Lions and the win of the Detroit Tigers, first postseason win since 2014.
Oh, look at that. You guys are in the playoffs finally, right? It's that time of the
Yes.
year where it gets stressful, right? But congrats. Congratulations, man. Hopefully it's a good postseason. Who do you guys play today? The Astros, right? The Houston Astros.
Houston Astros. Yeah.
Cheating Astros, the cheating damn Astros who can't even
I mean, it's kind of poetic. Their ex-manager is our manager, so it's pretty good.
so he knows the script, huh? He knows the ins and out of that team, huh? He's been
I'll just say it'll be very full circle if he can knock off his old team. You know, that'll be a great story going into the divisional series.
like if you were a coach, like
I
if
have
you were a
tickets
coach,
to if they go. Huh?
like if you were a coach, right? Would you be able to
Uh,
do that? Like, let's say like you coach a team and you win titles, and then you get offered to another position for another team, and then it just so happens that you have to play with your new team, the team that you took the championships and all that stuff. Like, I feel like there's some type of like that place in your heart that's like, why? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, both if you in both football and baseball, they did the same thing. AJ Hinch basically had a dynasty in Houston. Cheating scandal, yeah. And to answer your question, yes, it will feel right. It doesn't matter. You're trying to you build with a previous team. But back to what I was saying, AJ Hinch built a dynasty, won 2 titles, went to the World Series, I think 4 different times, won 2 titles. A lot of playoff appearances, a lot of pennant wins. He was a Tiger in the early 2000s as a catcher. So that is a great thing too. Same thing with Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell was a Lion, but he was a Lion at the time when we really hit rock bottom. He was a part of the 0-16.
He's like an enforcer, bro. That guy's like a fucking enforcer, man.
Yeah, that dude's a fucking unit. He's a unit. That dude's tall and huge. He is 6'7", 260 as a grown old man.
Bro, you might as well just give him some pads, give him a helmet, go out there, bro. You might as well, right?
He's a unit. He's huge. He is a big guy. And you could tell on TV and in person. He is a huge guy.
You can still go, bro. Just like I said, give him a helmet, give him some pads. Here you go, man. Just get out there, bro.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
But good to see that your teams won. My parlay yesterday were, even though I did get one, Montgomery touchdown. First
That's good.
touchdown score. So that helped me a little bit. But soccer today, oh man, Champions League in the mud. But tomorrow we progress. Tomorrow I feel like tomorrow the day I get the feeling. But enough about all this of sports and all that stuff. Even though it's important, I do feel like at the same time. And I know in an hour or so, in like 90 something minutes or so, it's the beginning of NXT on the CW, right? I know people have been talking about the new logo. It's all silver now. It's no longer black and gold or whatever it was now, right? Now it's just platinum. They've gone platinum now. So it doesn't bother
platinum's
me.
better than gold, you know. So
maybe
that's the innuendo.
Could be 2.0. You know what I mean? Could be
Rainbow.
Colorful. Could be colorful and tie-dyed and stuff, but nevertheless, that should be an exciting show to watch. And also factor in, Mike, was even more exciting, bro. Raw, I'll be honest, it was in the middle for me. It was in the middle. I'm not saying it was a bad show. Overall, I thought the show was okay. I know that the rating this week was not so good. Like I think the lowest it's been.
2 Monday Night Football games. Huh?
Yeah, 2 Monday Night Football games. What do you expect? 1.27 million. But yeah, 2 football games. I think is that the trend now on Mondays? 2 games on Mondays now. That's what it is.
I guess that's what it is now. I mean, I forgot that the Dolphins was gonna play Monday. That game sucked. Our game was the game. To watch.
It was. But we should be thankful, Mike. We should be happy.
Yeah.
We should be happy, Mike. We should be happy. Because last night was the last 3-hour Raw for the time being.
Really?
Let me repeat that again. They're going starting next week until they move to Netflix. Raw will be 2 hours from 8 to 10. And
I might start watching live again.
WWE, don't send no letter.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Don't take this back. Don't keep it 2 hours.
Well, you got to understand, Mike. There's been a lot of discussions, but there's been a lot of discussions. There's been talk that, hey, because technically the Raw the deal with the USA Network ends. It's officially over, right? So until they go to Netflix, they don't have nowhere to air Raw. So they worked out a deal where Raw will be temporarily on the USA Network still, but it'll be for 2 hours until they make their move to Netflix. They're still getting the bag. They're still getting the bag regardless. For 3 months, they're getting the fucking bag. You know what I mean? So there's that for you. But yeah, man, I can't believe it, bro. It's been so long, bro. It's been so many. It feels like forever, right? It's been since 2012.
14 years.
Yes, bro. Torture. And now listen, look. You try watching Raw in those crazy days, right? In those days where it was brutal to sit through. You remember the days of 2019, 2018, 2017, 2000 back in the day, those Raw reviews. Oh man, oof. They were brutal, bro. They were brutal. But
I think that the worst year had to have been 2019. That year was pretty bad.
It's in the mud, bro. I remember
it felt like almost every show was getting worse and worse and worse month to month. It was really bad.
Meanwhile, fans celebrate SmackDown in talks of adding a third hour.
Well, yeah, because they are on USA, so there's like we'll just give the third hour to SmackDown.
Speaking of SmackDown, I don't know if you caught this or not, but this past Friday was the pilot episode of SmackDown Takedown here on the channel. Yeah, man, I don't know if you caught this or not, but Paul was upset that we didn't do a Raw rundown last week. So
I was ready to go too. I was wondering why nothing happened. I was like, what's going on?
I had to get my sleep, bro. I had to get ready for New York the next day, So there was that.
I saw, y'all went to
Grand Slam. Yes, we did.
How was that? But, I didn't watch any of that.
It was good, man. It was a fun, honestly, dude, it was fun to sit, being in New York with Romeo and Walter. Had a great time. We went to 2 bars. We had Peruvian food, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
then we went to the stadium. Obviously, we sat through what felt like what we got there around 7-ish. We didn't leave till like 12:30-ish, 12-ish,
Mhm.
and I almost missed my train. Literally, I literally caught the last train from Penn Station, New York, to my house, to the town where I left my car. Had I not caught that train, I would have been stuck in New York till like 4:30 in the morning. I would have been
Were you
chilling
by
with.
yourself or everybody waited until
At
you got
that
the
point, I'm
train?
by myself. At that point, I'm by myself. I would
Oh
have been
damn.
chilling with. I would have been chilling with Stan the Crackhead, uh, uh Bum Louie. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Rosita La Loca. You know what I mean? Asking for $1. You know, and I would have been in the mud. You know, but nevertheless, I literally sprinted, bro. My fat ass need to work on my cardio, but yeah, that was Wednesday. It was a fun time, bro. It was a fun time. We talked about it also on the channel. Also, yesterday on Steve's Kitchen, we did talk about the Vince McMahon documentary.
I wanted to be on that show so bad, but I wasn't home.
What was your thought before we get into the Raw review, Mike? What was your thoughts on the documentary from what you saw? Like,
Honestly, I
what
thought
did
it
you
was gonna be
what did you not know? What did you know before going into it?
basically the status quo stuff. So every topic that they talked about, I kind of knew of. It was just amazing to see Vince talk about it for the first time. His actual thoughts on every situation.
For sure.
Now it also sucked that in the midst of them filming this, his scandal went down and it got cut short. But it's like they did it like Last Dance style. It went like every episode started with something in the 80s and then it went to what the main topic was gonna be. I thought that was pretty good. But everything I pretty kind of knew what they were talking about. It was just good to him talk about it for the first time. I just wish they had more and that shit didn't happen. You know, the whole scandal.
Oh, for
Because,
sure.
you know, they got into the Shane stuff. That was really good to see that Shane talked about it. And then, you know, I was at that came back in 2016. That was
Well,
like
when he showed up with the Chicago ones and the Jordan ones and all that stuff, yeah.
yeah, that bro. And that was like one of the best Raw moments in that arena because that arena is no more. The Joe Louis Arena is no more. That was the last wrestling in that arena. That next year, Little Caesars Arena opened up. But that was a great moment because nobody knew he was coming back. Like literally nobody. Dirt Sheets didn't know. Coming to the show didn't know. They kept that near and dear. They kept that secret to them.
They
And I
kept
think
it to them
Meltzer even said on his show that they left that segment open.
pretty much.
That was good to see Shane talk about, you know, his time there and how he felt. Um Hearing like his how he got started basically and what he wanted to do when he got in the 70s and 80s with his dad. That was good to see him talk about that. Yeah, just I thought it was a well done documentary.
For sure.
I just felt like it could have if this scandal didn't go down.
Yeah. Me and Chase said this yesterday on the show. Like, it wasn't really for us. Like, if you knew this,
Yeah,
if you knew all these stories already, you kind of like, all right. Yeah, it was cool to hear Vince talk about it though. That was the thing. You hear,
yeah, that
you know what I mean?
gathered like it was cool seeing him talk about everything that we've read and discussed on podcasts on that documentary. But this was for the people that stumbled across
Our
yeah,
casuals. Like,
casual people or upon the scandal and wanted to get to know what the guy was all about.
like my brother watched it, right? Because my brother used to be a wrestling fan,
Yeah.
right? Tape train, all that stuff. And they have to show like the Monday Night War, right? They showed like Bash at the Beach, and he messages me, you see, I got to see, like, you basically the message was like, I got to witness the greatest heel turn ever in the history of wrestling,
Yeah.
being Hogan
Which was
turning.
a moment in time. Like if
Yeah.
you were
And
a
he was
teenager
like,
to a young adult time, you lived through a great era.
and then he was like, follow that, little bro. I'm like, okay, I saw the death of the Attitude Era
Yeah.
live at WrestleMania when Austin McMahon shook hands at WrestleMania 17. That was the death of the Attitude Era. But be that as it may, if you have not checked it out, go give it a watch for what it is. Chief right here. I just finished the Vince doc. Vince is literally the devil himself. What the fuck is wrong with bro? No accountability for his actions or care. That's the thing with Vince though. Like, you don't expect him to take accountability. And that's what it is too. But bro, when you're successful like he has been, or many other successful people, you don't expect those successful people to take accountability. That makes him the savage that he is, and
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we said this yesterday, your opinion on the old man, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, the greatest promoter of all time. At the end of the day, but be that moving on here, Mike, let's get this Raw out of the way here. Raw overall, I thought, again, was the show's in the middle. Again,
Yep.
the only good thing about this was, we got the end of the 3 hours of Raw for now. And also, I thought Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed went out there and tore it up for what it was. They tore it up. And we got the return of Seth Rollins. And finally, after what felt like a couple of weeks now, some will say forever, Sami Zayn finally got what he wanted from Gunther, which we'll get into as well in just a little bit here as well. But the show kicked off with the new Intercontinental Champion, bro, Jey Uso. Yeet. And he brings out his son. Like, again, they were in concessions, right? Like, in the arena, whatever, right? So you see Jey make his walk, right? And he hugs his son. And you notice something very different with the new Intercontinental Champion. No, it's not a haircut. No, he didn't go bald or anything like that. He was rocking a new hardware, new jewelry, if you will, right? Some new jewelry, not no iced out chain, nothing like that. But he was rocking a new Intercontinental Championship. If you notice there's blue. There's that blue on the title now. This is a close picture for those of you out there who are wondering. Look at that. That's beautiful, bro. This literally, look, I remember I said this in Detroit. I fell in love with the World Heavyweight title, the one that Gunther currently holds.
Yeah.
Now this is the second.
Yeah.
This now takes second place in my eyes.
Yeah. Second place for a long time was the U.S. title for me. This
still beautiful belt.
It's still a beautiful title. I like the U.S. title, but yeah, when I laid eyes on Instagram, because that's when I saw it, because they was like, buy the new look Intercontinental Championship, and I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is like a way better version of the Oval title back in the day.
It's like, bro, it's like if the Oval belt and the current belt got together one night, and they came out with this, bro.
Bro, it's so crazy how something as simple as a blue background or blue hints on a title could just make.
Oh, for sure, dude. Absolutely. I remember when this belt debuted, right? Everyone was like crapping on it. Oh, it's not my Intercontinental title. Oh, this and that. And I seen like YouTube videos of like belt makers who would like, re-leather the belts and update it, right? And they would, do some tweaks to the belt. I saw one guy paint the blue, right? Like it was like a darker blue, right? And then they would put it on a white strap, which still isn't bad. You know what I mean? But this is just, bro, chef's kiss right now, dude. A fucking
Yeah.
chef's kiss. Now, it's funny enough, WWE put this now on their shop. It's now on WWE shop. You can buy this belt, bro, for $500, dude.
Yeah.
$500, bro.
Yeah,
It's a
it
nice
looks very good.
So what I'm
Like
gonna
I
do
really like how this looks.
So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm on shop right now. I'm gonna screen share this for you guys. I want to screen share this just to show you what they are displaying on WWE Shop before we get into anything else on the review here and all stuff. But look at this. You're able to see this, right, Mike?
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
even
I'm looking at it right now.
I'll even do the
That
close
looks
up.
even better. That looks even better. Why does that look even better?
Because it is, Mike. Look at this.
That looks beautiful.
I could deal with the side plate. That's fine, but it is
Yeah,
beautiful.
side plates. Because you can get rid of those. Excuse me. You can get rid of those. And then it's not even a Velcro strap. It's regular, like, snaps.
Yeah, I think with the replica belts, yeah, they're snaps. They're not Velcro, unless you go to a belt maker and they can put Velcro on it for you. But look at the golden tip. Look at the bolts. Look at that, bro. Look at that backing, bro. Look at his backing. I'll get to the backing in a bit. That's how look lengthwise. Look at that, bro. And now
Yeah.
this is what I love. Look at it. Ready for this? Look at that curve, bro. Look at that curve on the belt, bro.
It's a beauty.
She's
most
like the
definitely
pretty.
a beauty.
It's like the prettiest girl in school, bro. The prettiest girl at the dance, bro. It's like the prettiest girl at the school dance, bro. Literally. Doesn't get any better than that, bro. The IC title got some color on it. Yes, the new IC title looks beautiful on camera. Oh my god, it stands out. No, it does, bro. It does. And again, I showed this photo earlier, and here's the photo of Jay with the belt. For those of you that are wondering, there's Jay with the belt as well. But yeah, he comes out there, bro, and you know he's talking to the crowd, right? He won. They're chanting, "You deserve it." You know it's crazy too, bro. Like last week when he won, right? They didn't like, and I hate how they rushed it. Like he won the match, and then just boom, we're off the air. They didn't let it like marinate for a bit. The fact that he won.
Yeah, because this is his first single, so it's just like,
Yes,
it's special.
Yeah, his first single spell, his first single, and I like also like Joe Tessitore just selling the fact that this is the new Intercontinental Champion. This main event, Jey Uso. There were signs in the crowd, yeet and all that stuff, and you just can't help but be happy, bro. You just can't help it, dude.
Yeah,
For Jey Uso.
I mean this whole like main event Jey Uso persona from its infancy stage to now, he's had so much growth in the last 3.5 years. Just so much growth.
Oh, of course, bro. Of course. And but again, dude, it looks beautiful on him though. Pause. You know what I mean? But after this, out came Braun Breaker, the former champion. And I was expecting Braun, say, "Oh, it's a fluke win." Calling it now. Title's going to be everywhere in Vegas. It's everywhere now, bro. I guarantee you, bro. You go to shows, dude, down the road, it's going to be a hot seller for sure. A very good gift to give someone this holiday season. 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Jey Uso came out there. Uso said he would be fighting every week and defending the title, and he thanked the crowd for having his back throughout the years, saying this was very special. He was able to talk with his son behind him after everything they had gone through, and considered as just a win throughout his lifetime. And then Braun Breaker interrupted. And you would think again, Braun Breaker would be angry. He lost, right? And he was actually surprisingly very respectful. He's like, "Listen, man, as a former champion, as a colleague, I'm not gonna attack you. I just want to congratulate you." And they shook hands, bro. They shook hands.
Yeah, it was good sportsmanship.
And I was waiting. Okay, it's coming any minute now, any moment now, right? Because, you know. And then no, Braun Breaker leaves the ring. And before he leaves, Jey Uso's like, hey, Braun. Hey, Braun. There's some dogs in Indianapolis. There's some dogs in, you know, where they were at. And obviously Raw last night was live from from Indiana, from Evansville, Indiana, at the Ford Center, by the way.
The Ford Center.
Yes. So there was that. I mean, listen, people are saying this is the beginning of a babyface Braun Breaker. And I said this also for a while, you know, eventually that's the goal for Braun Breaker. That is the goal. Turn babyface eventually and let him go on a tear. You know, but what was your thoughts, Mike, on the opening segment? Your thoughts on this newly Braun Breaker, so it seems.
I don't think it's a newly Braun Breaker. I think it's a facade. You know, you
think so?
I think he's just trying. I think he's trying to get Jay
mental advantage.
Relaxed. You know, that's a football tactic. You get you think you think that the person is going to take it easy on you, but then it's just gonna ramp up.
Yes.
Before he knows it, it's gonna smack him like a bag of bricks.
Oh man.
But
awesome.
I thought the segment was cool, you know, him talking about his mom and everything that, you know, has happened. The story, good journey, you know, into his championship singles run. And yeah, it's just I just can't wait to see, you know, the matches he can put together as a champion, as a singles champion. Now that main event thing has to really tag on.
Who knows, Chief? I think it's too soon. That's just one man's opinion, of course. And y'all know me. I love Braun Breaker. It's my guy. But at this think right now, it's just way too soon. Way too soon. But I wouldn't be surprised, though. But who knows? After this, though, again, Braun Breaker's, my bad. Jey Uso, he's a fighting champion. He'll defend the title every single week. From there, we got backstage, the Judgment Day. They spoke in the parking lot before Finn Balor called Mysterio saying he was having travel issues, but he would be there soon. But we did get our first opening match, Mike. We got Xavier Woods versus Rey Mysterio. And the winner of this would get a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. And I thought the match was going good for the time that it was, right? And as you guys may know, Xavier Woods is going through this whole phase where you know eventually he's going to snap.
Mm-hmm.
He likes the fact that now he is, you know, making the plays for the New Day.
Mm-hmm.
And the match was going smooth until eventually somewhere in the match, Rey Mysterio's mask gets removed by accident.
Yeah.
But if you notice somewhere in the match, right, and this is what I've noticed. I don't know if maybe you caught this or not. There's a moment in the match where Rey does this to his mask.
Yeah. Yeah.
He does this.
He's setting up for the spot.
Basically. I'm like, damn, bro. Really, bro? You let the camera see that, bro? You let the camera see that?
Yeah. Here's what I got to say about that. I've seen him do that in matches where he already has the strap off, or he does it in the match and then nothing comes of it. It's just like, you know, his thing where, you know, somebody takes the strap down and stuff like that, but you didn't expect Xavier to take his mask off fully.
Yes,
you know?
And that caused for the Xavier hit the roll up the schoolboy for the 1-2-3, and Xavier Woods wins. People were like mixed about it, like how wow, really, like, you know. And because of that, Mike, next week we are getting Xavier Woods versus Jey Uso for the Intercontinental Championship. Hey, WWE graphics department, come on, bro.
Yeah, fix
Jey
that
Uso
shit.
they got a new belt. No more fucking around. Come on, man.
Yeah, y'all
Come on.
couldn't like Photoshop blue into that. Like, come on.
I expect this from the Wednesday show, but you know what I mean? Look at the red. It's missing on this. Look at this.
Yeah, what is that? Like, that's crazy.
Damn, yo. Off day, I'm assuming, huh? The graphics department, we had an off day, I'm assuming. But there was that. I mean, again, we'll see where this goes. But with that the last, we'll see if Xavier was on the show, Mike.
Right.
We saw backstage Lara Valkyria being confronted by the Pure Fusion Collective of Sonya Deville and Shayna Baszler, who said they will be at ringside for her match against Zoe Stark, and said that Baszler does not bite unless she's instructed to do so, unless she instructed her to do so, for whatever that meant. And then we saw a vignette on a stone with burning letters with a voice saying, "Prepare yourself." Likely that is for the Viking Raiders, but now they'll be going back to being the War Raiders. That's the word I'm hearing. War Raiders. They're going back to that name.
Even though the appeal isn't there anymore, but still, thank you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit out of there. That Viking shit kind of stinky.
Yes. Backstage, we saw Kofi Kingston stinky. Come on, Mike. You like things stinky? Come on, man. What are we doing, man? What are we doing?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Unbelievable. Part-time Mike. Only come now once. He only shows up once a week, and now he likes stuff stinky. Now, come on, man.
No, I don't like stuff stinky. No, I said it was stinky.
Oh,
that don't mean yeah.
The way you said I like stuff stinky, but hey, yo. Anywho.
Oh no, never that. No.
Okay, okay. You surprised, man? Hey, it's 2024, man. It's all good. We saw Kofi meeting up with Xavier backstage regarding the match he had against Rey Mysterio before revealing that Woods obviously will be facing Jey Uso for the Intercontinental Championship next week, and Woods was ecstatic, but said he wanted to focus on Kingston's match tonight. So he was going to be at ringside because Kofi Kingston was scheduled for a match against Chad Gable. I get the feeling, Mike, by the time next week, we finally see Xavier was finally snapping.
Oh, breaking news.
Breaking news. Hold on. Wait. Breaking news, huh? Breaking news.
That rating reported earlier for Raw, that was 1.24 million.
It's not real?
If I'm not mistaken, it is not real. V. Meltzer says it does look like Raw did a 1.52 million with a 0.48 demo.
Oh,
and the first reported number is incorrect.
So it went bad. It went bad to worse.
No, I thought it went up because the first number was lower than the second number.
1.28, right? So
yeah, it went from. It says he was looking like Raw did.
You are correct. Yes, Mike, you are correct.
Yeah,
it did go up.
Yeah.
It did go up.
I gotta back out and back in because the sound is still going and it's a glitch on my end. It's annoying me.
I don't hear it, but that's fine.
Yeah, I know. I hear it though.
Oh, okay. That's fine. You take your time, Mike. You take your time. Get back in here. We did get Zoe Stark versus Lara Valkyria. Welcome back, part-time Mike. You good now?
Yeah.
All right, you good now. You good. We got Zoe Stark and Lara Valkyria. There was a lot of distractions, bro, near the end. There's a lot of distractions, bro. And this led to Lara Valkyria getting the L to Zoe Stark, as you would used to refer to her as Jackson Holiday.
Yeah. Baltimore lost. You can see why. She will, however you want to spin it, was wrestling the night before when they should have been practicing for baseball.
Yeah. Gotta keep in mind, yes, and that's another thing too. Gotta keep that in mind. Raw was competing with two NFL games.
Yeah, but still
But
giving out the incorrect number when it was a little higher than what it was, calling it the lowest viewership.
Tisk Meltzer.
Yeah.
I did not care for this match from Chris Leclerc. That's fine, brother. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, look, I was like, yeah, this match kind of wasn't that good, even though, Zoe and Lyra, I can never say her name right the first time. Lyra Valkyria.
Say it again.
Could Lyra Valkyria. I have to say it slow. Lyra Valkyria.
Now say it smoothly now. Say it, like you're having a
Lyra
conversation.
Valkyria.
There you go.
Okay.
Lyra
Them
Valkyria.
Them two could have a really good match if they want to. They're both good talents. But it just looked like they had night. And things that happened after, with the return of a certain team.
Oh, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Yeah, they made their return.
Yeah. What's the story with that? Why does Katana Chance have on?
I think she got injured by the Pure Fusion Collective.
Kayfabe injury, or
I would assume so. It could be a shoot. It could be a shoot. I have not noticed either. She's wearing the mask. Like, oh shit! But they made the save, and they did this double team, bro. They did this double team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you caught it or not, but it looked pretty cool, bro. Seeing the double team that they did on one of the members of the Pure Fusion Collective. But they made the save for Lyra Valkyria. All right, and then backstage we saw when they were being interviewed by Jackie Redmond, and they said they would go after the Pure Fusion Collective, and they would chase the women's tag titles, and the unholy union of Isla Dawn and Alba Fire interrupted and took offense to it. So,
they're still women tag champions.
Nope, it's Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair.
They want them back. When did that happen?
A couple of months back at one of the PLEs.
Oof.
Yeah, Mike, you have been in the mud, bro. And you and guess what, bro? Did you know, Mike, there's a PLE this Saturday?
I'm not gonna miss Bad Blood. I've been waiting for this pay-per-view to come back.
And then you think that's cool, right? This UFC right after, right? After this UFC. And then, Mike, the week after is Wrestle Dream from AEW.
I probably won't watch that either.
Oh man, all is going down, bro. All this is happening. But from there, we got a vignette from Braun Strowman and Braun Strowman ahead of their last Monster Standing match. Adam Pearce was accompanied by security guards and hosted a face-to-face segment between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk inside the Hell in a Cell. Ahead of their match at Bad Blood, McIntyre told Punk that he was wearing black out of respect to Punk's wife, AJ Lee, and said Punk was the one who taught him how to hate. But that hate would die at Bad Blood. Punk responded by saying he was filled with rage every time he saw the sight of McIntyre, and he had the intention of sending McIntyre back to Scotland in a box. Your thoughts on the segment, Mike?
I didn't see the segment. That wasn't in the clips. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'll be honest. After watching the segment on stuff, this has to be the main event. This has to main event the PLE. No doubt about it. I know people say, "Oh, Roman and Cody, right? It's the first time they're teaming up since WrestleMania."
Mm-hmm.
That's cool and all. They can also open the show.
Mm-hmm. Roman and Cody in the against the Bloodline.
Yeah, against Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. But at the end of the day, bro, this is the only Hell in a Cell match you have on the show. This is a blood feud. This is a personal feud. Yeah. They're both one. They both have a win over each other. You have to close the show with them too. You have to. But I thought it was cool for what it was. Kathy Kelly interviewed Braun Strowman before the Miz interrupted. Miz wanted to talk to Strowman, but they were interrupted by R-Truth. R-Truth said he had been watching, and he got a match against AOP, referred to the Authors of Pain for next week. Well, for the night, it looked like, right? Then we saw what happened with that, right? Kathy Kelly interviewed Sami Zayn, where he was and he said what bothered him regarding the situation with Gunther was the disrespect because Gunther saying he was not on his level, hit a sore spot with him. However, he said he did not lose sleep about it, and he would not stop until he gets his title shot. And I get that too for Sami Zayn. Like, bro, you beat him at WrestleMania. And the guy that you beat is still saying that, hey, you're not on my level. So then Sammy had to get personal, which we'll get into just a little bit here. He had to go somewhere to get a nerve, right? I like Punk was wearing all white. He like he's ready for war, and Drew was wearing all black, like he's preparing for a funeral. Yeah, I like that too. I like that also. Well, let's just hope Punk doesn't get injured for all our sakes, right? Let's just hope so. After this, Mike, let's see here. There we go. We got the Judgment Day of Dominic Mysterio, Carlito, and JD McDonough versus the LWO of Dragon Lee, Joaquin Wilde, and Cruz del Toro. Honestly, this match was okay for what it was. Like, again, they've wrestled so many times already. Like, you know they're gonna play the hits. You know, there could be a lot of high flying, right? And they got that new camera angle from the top of the arena, so you see them like going high risk and all from that camera angle and shit. Pretty cool.
They got a bird's eye view camera angle.
They do that now, yeah. They do that too now, yeah. Which is pretty cool to see, right? But they've done this so many times already. It's like, okay, we get it, right? But in this match, Finn Balor showed up, right? He showed up and he caused a distraction, and that led to the Judgment Day to get the win. And after this, Balor cut a promo saying that he did not have a heart, and he bowed to prove Damian Priest. To prove Damian Priest needed the Judgment Day and not otherwise, which led Liv Morgan to follow up by promising to beat Rhea Ripley at Bad Blood, and then Ripley interrupted and said Dominic was claustrophobic. Keep in mind, they brought up this giant shark cage because I don't know if you're aware of this, Mike, but at Bad Blood, between the match between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan for the women's title, Dominic Mysterio will
in a shark cage.
So Dominic will be playing the role of James Ellsworth.
Yeah.
Remember that? Remember when James Ellsworth was stuck in the shark cage? Remember?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
Above. Yeah,
that was Carmella versus who?
I think it was Becky.
Yeah. That was what, 2017?
2016, 2017.
2016, 2017? Ooh. Yeah. Those were the days, right? 2018?
Had to be 2018. That's when she won the briefcase, remember?
Oh yeah. And they
No, you're right. No, you're right. It's 2017.
Because they had to do it twice because he pulled it down for her and they had to do it again on SmackDown and she won it legit.
Yeah. So with this, right, like, again, she referenced the fact that Dom's claustrophobic, how all that stuff, right? And it led to a brawl, right? And it looked like Dom was going to go into the shark cage by Rhea Ripley, but then Liv made the save. And then also, while all this was happening, right, Damian Priest showed up from behind. You know what I mean? Made this, Damian Priest was literally from behind, attacked most of the members of the Judgment Day, but the numbers caught up to them once again. So Finn Balor hit the coup de grace, hit the stomp, right, that he does, right? The coup de grace. I'll refer to the sling blade, the sling blade for whatever reason. But yeah, he hits all that, right? The coup de grace and all that stuff. And again, to give the momentum, it should be a fun match too. It should be a fun match. We'll see where that goes. We'll do preview for that probably on Thursday, so there will not be a sad. Let you know a heads up on that one. And yeah, there you go with that. Anything you want to add to this, Mike?
No, I thought I lied. This particular nitpick of this segment, when Rhea and Liv were on the outside next to the shark cage, I thought the dumbest part of that whole sequence was when Rhea Liv away. It's like she didn't want to touch her.
Oh,
And then Liv was like reluctantly trying to run away and then stopped. And then she was like, get back. And then she ran away like a little cowardly kid. I thought that was terrible. I didn't like that. Yeah.
Yeah, what a line by Liv too, bro. She played homage to like Ric Flair with the line that she was cutting. Very Ric Flair-esque. Woo. Raquel Rodriguez returns this Saturday at Bad Blood to help Liv Morgan retain. Could very well be. You just never know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. From there, we got the Damage Control Sky Pirates.
Still saying.
Yeah. Io Sky and Kairi Sane. They had a vignette where they officially challenged Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair for the women's tag team titles. So likely that'll be in a couple of weeks. We'll see. We had Chad Gable and Kofi Kingston going at it. And somewhere in this match, it looked like Kofi had the match won. He was gonna hit the Trouble in Paradise. But mind you, Xavier was on the outside. I told you all like this would not be the last time we see Xavier Woods. He was at ringside. So when Gable hit the rope, right? Xavier Woods tried to grab Gable's leg. He went to grab the leg while Kofi was hitting the Trouble in Paradise, and he missed him, obviously, right? And this caused the moment for Chad Gable to hit the Chaos Theory for the 1-2-3 on Kofi Kingston. So many people are, suggesting that, hey, this is the moment right next week, because they even aired a video like later on, like on their .com on the social medias, where they were like arguing about this.
Yeah, it was like one of those supposed to see it type deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes, and should be fun. They also showed videos of Liv Morgan, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, and Seth Rollins appearing at football games across both the NFL and I guess also college football over the weekend. I know Rollins was at the Baltimore Ravens Buffalo Bills game.
Yeah, standing next to Angel Reese and her brother.
Yeah,
because Angel Reese is from Baltimore.
I know Drew was at the Indianapolis Colts game, I believe, with Liv Morgan, right?
Okay.
Sheamus was at the Notre Dame game.
Yeah, because fighting Irish.
Yeah. So there was that too. But then after this, we got Bronson Reed being interviewed by Jackie Redmond, where he said he looked forward to seeing Rollins return. However, he vowed to take years out of his career if he showed himself again. From there, we got, Mike, a vignette of the Wide Six with the following message. We see your intent, anger festering into rage. Do not go down this path. It ends in your demise. You know better. Do not force our hand. Heed our motion. Yeah. In other words, someone's showing up, bro. Someone is showing up from the Wide Six. People were suggesting that might be Alexa Bliss. I'll believe it when I see it, bro. I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, she's been out for what, like a couple of years because of the pregnancy and other things.
Yeah. So after this, hopefully she does make a return, but we'll see what all this goes, right? We did get Gunther. He cut a promo where he said the only thing that bothered him was being annoyed by Sami Zayn week after week. Then Sami quickly interrupted, and the easiest way to end the annoyance was by putting the world title on the line against him. but said Gunther would not do it because he was afraid of losing again to him. Gunther agreed, but only because losing to him was the most shameful thing he had ever done, to the point where he was confronted by his father saying that he flew from Vienna to see him lose to a bum like Sami Zayn. Gunther said the difference between Gunther and Sami was that Zayn's family did not expect much from him, while Gunther's own family expected the best because he was the golden goose and basically vowed that Zayn would never be champion. Zayn responded by saying Gunther's disappeared for months after losing, before stating that Gunther was currently proving to his dad that he was not just a loser, but also a coward. So that's where Sami Zayn finally struck a nerve to Gunther. You had to go there. You mentioned family, it's personal. And that led to Gunther to attack Sami Zayn, powerbombed him. Don't get me wrong, Sami got some offense, but it was to no avail. And this led to Gunther saying, "You want your match? You got it." So yeah, because of all this, bro, next week, bro, it's going down. Next week, man, it's going down. It will be Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the World Heavyweight Championship.
TV is not even going to be on Bad Blood.
It'll be on Raw. Which should be fine. Should be a fun match. Give these guys 30 minutes. Let them go out there, be the main event. But once again, Sami Zayn comes short. Sorry, Sami. It's not gonna happen. Just not gonna happen, Sami. That power bomb was sick. I will admit that. Just like a thud, bro. Like, oh my goodness, right? But again, Sami Zayn had to go there, bro. Insult Gunther's family, and that was Gunther's breaking point. Finally, I thought it was very well done. Very well done. After weeks and weeks of annoying Gunther, Sami Zayn finally getting his moment to once again lose. Again. Okay, there's no way Gunther's losing to Sami Zayn right now. Maybe by disqualification. We'll see how that goes. Mike, anything you want to add to this?
No. I just want to see Gunther in a program where he's POE, and it's gonna be important.
I mean, I guess what you understand is Bad Blood. The focus is already on Roman Reigns and Cody, and also on
Punk. But don't Gunther and Sami have Bad Blood technically?
Yeah, but it's not worth being.
Not enough. It's not enough Bad Blood. It's not boiling.
Yeah. Ilya Dragunov out. Yeah, he is. They mentioned this too. Ilya Dragunov will be out for 6 to 9 months with a torn ACL. So speedy recovery for Ilya Dragunov, and hopefully to see him soon back on the road here. We did get the Authors of Pain versus Awesome Truth, and what do you know, bro? What do you know? The Miz attacked R-Truth before leaving the match. Karrion Kross was at ringside for this. So the last couple of weeks, Karrion Kross has been in the ear of the Miz. And he finally turned on R-Truth. I'll be honest, bro. You see one Miz heel turn, you seen them all, bro. At this point of the game.
They don't even hit the same no more.
They don't hit
because you can see them from.
It's not 2010 no more, not 2011. It's just all right. He's heel now.
Yeah, and you knew they were going to break up eventually. I'm surprised they stayed together this long.
I'll say this though: heel Miz though can give you some good matches though. That I will say. Yeah. Heel Miz can pull up some good matches. But that's
once in a while he can give you a good intense promo.
Yes. From there, Mike, we saw backstage Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser were interviewed by Kathy Kelly. But then they were interrupted by Braun Breaker. And Breaker stared at Gunther and the world title, and he said he would see him soon. Now, we all know the history. Sami Zayn ain't the only one to have a win over Gunther. Y'all must forgot. Y'all must forgot. Braun Breaker is the second person. Technically, the third. There's three people who have a win over Braun over Gunther. Three people. Well, technically, if you want to be technical with it, right? Ilya Dragunov has a win over Walter. If you want to
same person.
if you want to, there be that jabroni. No, guys, you be technical with it. Gotta be but still, don't change the fact that Gunther Walter, the same person, has 3 losses in WWE that we know of.
Right.
We all know it was Ilya Dragunov, and he got hurt, ACL injury. Sami Zayn beat him in WrestleMania. But a couple of years ago in NXT on the Tuesday show, Braun Breaker beat Gunther for the NXT Championship.
Yep.
Who knows? Maybe they reference that soon. But I do like the tease, though. I like it. I like where it's going. Hopefully, if they ever interact again, they mention that. Braun Breaker, hey, you know what? You're not the only one. You ain't the only one who has a lot. You ain't the only one that's, Sami Zayn ain't the only one that's beating you. You almost forgot. Something like that. And then Gunther's like, you see this? He's a badass. You were right. You are a badass of you and all that shit, but still. Karrion Kross, Sean O'Hare called. Yeah, Karrion Kross, Sean O'Hare called. He wants his gimmick back. R.I.P. Yes, R.I.P. Sean O'Hare. Rest in peace. From there, Mike, we got finally. Let me get rid of this. There you go. We finally got Mike, the last monster standing. This match was just all over the place. All over the place. They were brawling on the outside. They broke the barricade. It got to a point where Adam Pearce was getting yoked up by Bronson Reed. And then Apollo Security showed up. And it makes you, again, it goes back to what we're saying, right? What does he even do? Right? And then all this time, security, they're all on the outside. You know where this is going, right? They're all piling up, right? And then you see Braun Strowman climbing up to that top turnbuckle. And then he jumps midair. Mike, what did you think Braun Strowman was saying as this was happening?
Oh, shit.
I'll tell you what he said when he landed. You want to know what he said when he landed?
Yeah.
You can tell, bro, he fucked up his legs doing that move. He doesn't want to do that shit ever again.
Well, big
Never
men
again.
ain't supposed to be doing that, especially the one like him. He's not very aerodynamic like Bronson.
Nah, bro. Hell no.
He's a freaking boulder, stone, throw him in a lake, he sinks to the bottom.
Yeah, bro.
Type of guy.
But that was the thing with this match, right? Again, that happened, right? And they got to a point where they're both on the top turnbuckle. They do a suplex off the top turnbuckle, and the ring collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
There was no tag to scream out, holy shit. And again, I like the homage.
Time.
I like the homage, okay, to Brock and Big Show many years ago. I get that, right? The ring collapsed and all that shit, right? And they're counting, right? They're counting. And then out of nowhere, Seth Rollins shows up. Hits the stomp on Braun Strowman on the steel steps.
Mm-hmm.
And this gets Braun Strowman to get up and win the match. So this is what I like from this, right? First of all, it's a wild match. Let the big guys go at it. Big meaty men. Bobbing meat. Slapping meat. Meat madness. All whatever you want to call it. But also, Seth Rollins is back. And now we're going to get this program of Rollins and Bronson Reed. Something for Rollins to do. I'm sure him and Bronson Reed could have bangers. So we'll see where that goes. But that was Raw as a whole, bro. I thought Raw again was in the middle. There was some good spots here and there. But overall, for me, Raw is in the middle. But again, next week on Raw, for those of you who weren't aware, we will get Jey Uso versus Xavier Woods for the Intercontinental Championship. We're getting Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the World Heavyweight Championship. And also, we're going to get Sheamus versus Pete Dunne in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match.
AKA hardcore match.
If you remember, Mike, they did have this match back during the Thunderdome days between Jeff Hardy and Sheamus. If you remember. So it'll be fun for what it is. And overall, I thought Raw, if I'm giving it a grade, I'm gonna give it a C+. I'm over the ring spot. The ring break spot has been done 4 times. It don't feel special anymore.
It was more than 4 times, but
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, C- for me.
C-? That's fine. That's fine. Let us know, guys, in the chat. Let us know on social media. This is gonna be it for us. Again, I thought Raw was in the middle. C+ for Big Mike is C-. I know NXT starts in about 27 something minutes, so I'm gonna get you guys ready to go watch that. And I know next week they're gonna go head to head with AEW Title Tuesday, Mike, next week. But if you have not checked out yet the pilot episode of SmackDown Takedown, where I talked about SmackDown, there might be episode 2 on Friday. We'll see. Also on Steve's Kitchen, myself and Chase, we talked about the Vince McMahon, the Mr. McMahon Netflix docu-series and all that stuff. So go give that a watch when you get a chance. We also discussed about Rey Fenix and his status in AEW, how Tony decided to add more time due to injury, and also Triple H not booking the black male talent the right way. He's not presenting them the right way. What's up with that? All right. So all that, if you have not checked out Steve's Kitchen, all right, you guys can follow me on X at HeelSteven. Follow the Around the Point Network over on X at AT Point Network. Subscribe to our secondary channel, ATP Clips, where we have a clip up. FMK, Mercedes Moné, Britt Baker, and Camille. Go give that a watch. And NXT is TV rating is back to TV PG. Okay. That's what's up. Big Mike, let them know where can the fine folks check you out, bro.
You can find me out on X. You can follow me on X at Detroit Gamer 313.
That's right. You guys can find him out on Detroit Gamer 313.
I don't know where that came from. Find me out. Jesus Christ.
Hey, you said it, brother, not me. You said it. But that's gonna be it for that's gonna be it for us, guys. For myself, for Big Mike, for the gang. This has been the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network. Good night, everybody.